Now at 6, the Agawam Junior High School is embarking on a unique project to end the school year.
As Western Mass News meteorologist Jacob Wyckoff shows us, the students covering a lot of ground high up in the air.
Even the sky may not be the limit for the 7th graders at Agawam Junior High School. That's because their latest project is to build a weather balloon and launch it to the edge of space.
First time like Agawam Schools and Agawam in general is doing it. It's a big part of STEM.
STEM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math. This curriculum is epitomized by the balloon launch.
I think the way our students are learning today is different than when we were going to school. I think you have to put the learning into their hands.
When I come to class here, it's more of like a hands-on learning, like you're doing more interesting stuff compared to in a normal class where you're writing on a piece of paper. Sometimes we're building projects.
In her 14th year of teaching, Sandy Johnson, the STEM coordinator for the school, won a grant for funds to pay for the balloon.
I am definitely out of the box. I like to bring different teaching things to my class where the students have not tried before. The more that I can get the kids interested in all different things, the happier I am.
Miss Johnson's the teacher that you want your own child to have. Every day she's bringing an energy, a zest, an enthusiasm for the learning process.
The payload for the balloon will not only provide data for all levels of the atmosphere, the 7th graders will also be conducting multiple experiments, including...
We are going to put a marshmallow to see how a marshmallow reacts to temperature and pressure. We are going to send seeds up and then plant them to see how they react hydroponically, whether or not they grow.
2 GoPros will capture incredible footage as the balloon floats to 110,000 feet, and a GPS will relay back its position. The culmination
Welcome back to Western Mass News
is a real-life newscast reporting on their findings.
Today we're going to be learning about what goes up with a weather balloon.
My students have been excited about it, but I didn't really realize how excited they were until I had other teachers come in here and say, "Oh my gosh, what are you doing down here?"
And the balloon launch is planned for tomorrow morning at Agawam Junior High School, provided the weather cooperates, of all things, right? So a lot of you at home that just saw this, you may be asking, why are weather balloons important in general? And the reason for that is there's a lot of atmosphere above the ground level. So when we report the temperature right now in Springfield at 62 degrees, that is coming from an airport location, probably Westover Air Reserve Base in Chicopee. These are part of the automated surface observation stations. They measure temperature, relative humidity, wind, all kinds of different things. And as I mentioned, located at airports. But weather occurs not just at the surface, but all the way up to 35,000 plus feet. So we need some sort of instrumentation to measure that. That's where these weather balloons come into play. And every day, twice a day on the East Coast at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m., 900 weather balloons are launched at the same time. And those include helium balloon, a parachute for it to fall back to the earth, and a payload. This is what the Agawam Junior High School payload is going to look like, a little bit different from the National Weather Service. But as the balloon rises, it expands to about 20 feet to 25 feet, and it can fly up to 90 minutes and reach 110,000 feet. Really remarkable stuff when you think about that. And then this is our payload here. We've got a GoPro, we've got a GPS sensor, and the cool thing is once we retrieve those GoPros, if it lands in your backyard, by the way, send us a message or give us a call because we want that back. There's also instrumentation that's going to give us that great data that the kids are then going to be able to kind of analyze, and for the National Weather Service, that data goes into computer models for making a better forecast.